G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. As we all know, drinking is wicked. And day drinking, yeah, that's even naughtier. However, there are times, like when you think you got until Wednesday morning to get a job done ready for people to arrive with batteries and solar panels. And then on Monday morning, you get told it's got to be ready by Tuesday morning. Well, it's 10:30 on Tuesday morning. And even though we had 1.5 millimetres of rain yesterday, and I had to sort of stop and wait for that to go past and dry out. Look at that. Look at what we has gotted. Look at all the bloody parallel lines and shit in that. Yeah? Now, of course, at this stage of the game, they're going to be tied up with nylon cable. But, three buts. If you know anything at all about goats, you'll know that 3 butts is often enough to satisfy the match. Can you see what's going on there? I have managed to maintain and retain sufficient separation that I can build coming off here and coming off here and projecting out there a triangle which can then be supported from that point back up to there. So I wind up with an offset pyramid which nails down the point in space perpendicularly out under there and cocked forward just enough so that when a trailing parallel bar is linked to the one underneath here, they're going to both be in that position. And then I'm going to be able to come along here and with a fixture mounted on that tree stump, which is why I didn't take the tree stump out, I'm going to be able to grab a hold of a lever, pull it back, and I can move my panels backwards and the forwards. So it will be a ground adjustable 90-degree version of that. So I'm feeling pretty clever, especially as the battery man and the solar panel man and the fellow who wants to use these. Look at that. Guess who's got himself a hole saw and knows how to do it and isn't afraid to use it. All right. And I actually pre-measured those holes for the tangs on the end of the cables. And those tangs fit through the centre of the hole saws, which I used to cut the holes. Look at all that parallelograms. Nailing the meridian. And yeah, on the theory that it's a bit of an overkill type affectation to be able to adjust your daily tracking angle to suit the season, it's much more better to line the things up optimised for about a month either side of midwinter. They're supposed to be 45 degrees and they are within I think half a degree, but I think they're at 43 and 43.5 or something. Funny thing, but when you're working with parallel pairs of asymmetric tripods in basalt trap rock, I got them as close as possible, but happily I did allow extra length on my meridian bars, so even though I had to move one north, I was then able to compensate by whereabouts on the meridian bars I put the tracking tables. So that being how much sense I don't make when I'm sober and pleased with myself, because I kind of sort of won the race with myself against my own laziness versus the people who were supposed to show up today with about $10,000 worth of solar gear and GST and do $1,000 worth of installation. Yahoo yippee. That's what I'm going to treat myself to. Aren't I a naughty boy? At 20 to 11. I started at Sparrowfart and I worked my ass off all day yesterday. I'm feeling a bit entitled. Ciao.